What's up, y'all? What's up? This is your boy Retro, and I am here with my lovely host,
Creole.
and this is the first episode of our podcast.
You want to say it with me? Oh, I'm supposed to say it.
Nah, I ain't want to say it. You can say it. You want to say it? You want to try to say it together?
I'm terrible at it.
All right, don't worry about it. We'll practice. We'll keep on practice. But this is our first podcast of all, but yeah. You hear me? Pretty much, this is a podcast between me, I'm Retro Ralph, and Creole Vixen. We're gonna talk about everything: entertainment, life, love, relationships, religion, whatever, travel, food, you name it. We'll cross reference it and talk about it. So this is to let y'all know, give y'all a heads up right now. The podcast is being recorded at Creole People House. And right now, they're getting some work done.
So you're going to hear a lot of hammering and saws and things like that in the background, possibly.
So yeah, so just,
bear with us.
Bear with us. Until we get sponsors, this is what it's going to be. Until we can get our own location and whatnot. But it's all good in the hood. We ain't farting. So Creole, why don't you tell the people who you are? And what you laughing about?
I'm laughing because I can hear the saws
and
the thuds in the background.
Hopefully, when I do the what they call it, post production, I ain't gotta worry about that. But yeah, tell the people who you are.
So I'm Creole. Clearly, we're at my house. That's getting work done. A lot of noise in the background, but 31 currently.
Wow, you gonna tell me? You ain't gotta tell me your age.
I gotta tell them that we starting this at an old age, so
for what?
People know.
For people know, we tell them we don't tell the age now. Wait till we blow up, then they could be like, oh, for real.
Oh, y'all started old.
Right.
I got you.
Okay. Trying to get sponsors, man.
Oh, so okay, cool. So, hey, so I'm Creole Vixen. I consider myself a fashionista, a wannabe socialite, journalist, sister, daughter, girlfriend of Retro.
Sister, daughter.
I'm not your sister or daughter, but like I'm somebody's daughter and somebody's sister, and then I'm your girlfriend.
But how you ran it all together? I'm like, what? That's it? That's all you're gonna say?
I mean, there's not much to me.
Oh my goodness!
It's quarantine. What am I doing these days?
It's not even about. It's telling people who you are. You know. Let me show you that. What's up, y'all? This is Retro Ralph. I am a musician by passion, and also I used to DJ, but I don't do it no more because I got tired of people coming up with requests and messing up my place set and all of that. I'm not telling you my age because I'm trying to get sponsors, so don't worry about that. Pretty much I'm just I'm me, man. I enjoy life day by day. And just in case y'all don't know, we're in the birthplace of jazz, the best food, the best entertainment, the big easy, not sleazy, New Orleans. And our plan is to take this podcast, make it worldwide, renowned. See, there you go. That's why I got Creole to correct me with shit. Because some words you don't know how to say or I use in the wrong meaning. But
world renowned.
We're trying to bring the spotlight back to New Orleans. And we're not talking about for the negative or just for Mardi Gras. We're trying to bring back for entertainment purposes.
Because we feel like every time someone does get big from New Orleans, they leave and forget about the place.
Do they?
They take our culture to LA and Houston and Atlanta, and then all of a sudden they're so Atlanta, so Houston, so LA, and they never come back and really rep their city at all, despite a lot of their talents and things that people love about them being from New Orleans.
They milk it dry.
We're not going to say no names, but a lot of locals know who we're talking about.
Yeah. They milk it dry, and then, they shot them out. Like, when they get talking, oh, you from New? Yeah, I'm from New Orleans.
Yeah, I'm from New Orleans, but I live in Atlanta now. So
it's all good. Like I said, we're gonna bring it back to what it was and what it's gonna be. So some of y'all might be like, oh, why did you guys start a podcast? Well,
it's quarantine and we're bored.
Pretty much. We can't go nowhere.
We took out stimulus money and bought 2 mics and equipment and said, let's start a podcast.
What you bought?
You right.
Now it's we. Okay. We're gonna see this we.
Well, I invested in the podcast too. I bought a bunch of clothes and outfits so when we start video recording I can look nice.
I also invested in that also.
You did.
All right then. So only thing you invest is the location. I'll give you that.
Okay.
The location.
You're right.
You heard me? But it's all good though. It's not even about that petty shit because at the end of the day, we're trying to get money and we're trying to get chose.
That's not the only reason we started this.
Huh? Oh yeah, and all them other things. But no, I mean, we just like I say, we're just trying to start this podcast and just pretty much get people to know who we are, get to know the Creole Retro brand. Oh yeah, FYI, if you like, you can follow our social media, Instagram at, hold up, let me pull it up.
No, you're supposed to have that off the top of your head.
Do you know it?
It's Creole and Retro.
It's Creole .and.retro.
Oh, you changed it on me.
I ain't changed on nothing. It's been like that since day one.
No, it hasn't.
Yes, it has. You didn't even create it, so how you talking about?
You're right.
All right then. Oh. That's the Twitter. No, that's the Instagram, and I think also. No, the Twitter is Creole_retro. I try to keep everything uniform, but some these different platforms won't allow it. Some let you use periods, some won't. So it's all whatever. But if you want to follow our individual ones, you gonna tell me your individual stuff?
Oh, I thought you was gonna go first.
No, go ahead.
Mine is, what is it?
Creole_Vixen.
You changed mine because that's not what I had. Yeah, you follow me at Creole_Vixen_.
That's for Twitter and Instagram.
That's for Twitter and Instagram.
Yep.
Y'all can't follow me on Facebook. My
Mine
coworkers
is
on
Retro
Facebook.
_Ralph_ for Instagram and Twitter. So like I said, this is our first episode. I promise you it's gonna get better.
We struggling.
We're just trying to get the get a grasp of things. And like I said, it's gonna be better. We do have a format, okay, but I just say this first episode is an intro. It's gonna be a stepping stone to see where we came from. And, when we look back on it, we're like, man, you remember that first one we did? Oof. It was garbage. But now, look at us. You hear me? We good. We golden. So, yeah. So, like I said.
What we didn't explain about us. Me, Creole, I'm actually born and raised in New Orleans. Retro, however, is not.
I had no problem repping. I'm from Bootville, Louisiana. That's the most southern part of the state of Louisiana. The tip of the boot.
You're born in the boot at the bottom of the map.
At the bottom of the map, you heard me. Can't get no more country than that. I'm a country boy, regardless, no lie. I'm always gonna be country. But I moved up here 2004 after graduating from high school, and let's see, you want to get more technical? Yes, I don't live in New Orleans. I live on the West Bank, but that's fine. That's okay, cause you know what? I picked up on the culture and the people, and you wouldn't even know Unless I told you where I'm from. You
I'm
think
just
I'm from
telling
here.
y'all this because despite me being born and raised in New Orleans, you're going to hear Retro say, you heard me more than I probably have ever said it.
What?
Yes. I never say you heard me.
Because you don't even talk like that. You don't talk New Orleans. You don't. Who do you talk to even say that to?
You're
Nobody.
right. You're right.
You don't hang in the streets. You don't hang with thugs.
Neither do you.
Man, you tripping. I hang with the local crackheads and the politicians.
Oh, you so full of it. You hanging out Algiers.
1.5, you heard me. Shout out to my boy Daniel, aka Pretty Pocahontas. I love to get him on the podcast, but
nobody understand what he's saying.
That too. He like, man, shit, I don't know what to say, shit. I heard.
He's our Boomhauer from King of the Hill.
Yeah, I mean, it's my boy though. Shout out to Pretty Pocahontas and Keisha, you dig, holding it down there, just. Shout out to my boy Don. Today is his birthday.
Happy birthday, Don.
Happy birthday, Don. Shout out to my homegirl Jahir. Today her birthday. Her mama is the yellow. Is it the yellow Pocahontas? Or is it the yellow Magnolia? It's the yellow son, one of them tribes. Where is he?
Oh, she's a Mardi Gras Indian?
Yeah, her mama is her mama's the chief.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
maybe you are a little bit more New Orleans than I am.
And
Okay. I went to school with a queen, so not too much on me.
let me tell you something. And this the part that trips me out. She's from here, right? From New Orleans. I'm talking about like New Orleans. She went to Catholic school, all that jazz and stuff. You heard me? But when I be like, man, you don't know this connect or that connect. No, she don't know nothing. The only connect she got is a friend who was doing terrible movies and who recently
you gonna leave my friend alone.
Who recently did a good movie.
Leave my friend alone, bro.
Me?
You gonna leave him alone.
What's his name?
Jaron.
Shout out to Jaron.
Jaron Mitchell.
Shout out. You can catch him on Netflix. Lovebirds. You can also catch him on some other shit called Ghost Shark.
Okay, you gonna cut him some slack. He was on the Purge television show the recent season.
Oh yeah, and he was on the Purge television. Hold up. I'm not shitting on him. You gotta start from somewhere.
You're right.
You gotta start from somewhere. But that Ghost Shark shit,
you didn't have
garbage.
to watch it with me.
I did because
you did not. We had just started dating, and you asked me why I was still up, and I told you I was rewatching it because I missed the first airing.
So I wanted to see it because you're.
And then you were so mad at me that we stayed up till 2 a.m. to watch that movie.
But we just it's
a sci-fi movie. What did you expect?
We're gonna save that for another podcast about these movies that sci-fi is be putting out there with all that garbage shit. You hear me? We really have a lot to talk about. We do have content, but like I said, we're not gonna throw it all out there. We're not gonna give it to you yet. Right now, we just want you to know our personalities and who we are. So, once you get a feel, because I really want to get to the point where they be like, oh, I'm Team Retro. Oh, no, I'm Team Creole. That's how I want to get. I want to get fans like that. You feel me?
Oh, you want fans that's going to pin us against each other?
Well, not really pin us against each other, but just, they can have Team Retro and Creole.
I got you.
But then, I want some people like, man, I'm off of Retro.
They can be debating on our pages and things.
Yeah, And like I said, we still got to go over that and try and set up polls and all that for people.
Oh, we can set up simple polls. I got you.
I told you we got to do the ugly thing. Quarantine with the celebrities.
Oh, celebrity quarantine pics? Yeah.
So hopefully for the next podcast, we're going to take pictures, maybe 3 celebrities, and we're going to find before quarantine pictures, and we're going to find during quarantine pictures of them. And pretty much you guys are going to vote would you still smash them?
Right.
Seeing how they really look. We're going to do 3 males and 3 women. Now, the males, it's not hard. It's just the women is going to be kind of hard to find. But we're gonna dig deep. We're gonna dig deep.
Because the women during quarantine, female celebrities, I'm not talking about me, but but female celebrities, they kind of, and being women, they kind of know how to keep themselves up a little bit better. But the men, oof, yeah, a lot of guys that women found desirable, they were looking pretty homeless.
I mean, to be honest, I didn't even realize that these men do so much prep work to look the way they look. They do prep work like women do. That's crazy.
I mean, but they are celebrities, so they trying to still look youthful and dye their hair. And
Man, I'm not doing none of that. I'm keeping a fresh cut. When we hit Hollywood, I'm keeping it straight retro. I'm keeping it real. You heard me.
But I mean, when you can't get in touch with your barber, go to the barber.
That's what I got you for. If I decide to go bald again.
I'm about to say, I know you ain't trying to let me line you up and cut your hair.
I trimmed my beard down. You didn't even say nothing.
I did.
You did not say
I
nothing.
did.
No,
you
you
didn't hear
did
me.
not.
I said your hair was growing back, and I see you trim your beard.
I heard you say the hair going back. You did not
See,
say
you was
nothing
not
about,
listening.
You say nothing about the beard being
Whatever,
trimmed.
bro.
But you see, and this is all the time, you folks.
It's not all the time. We actually smile and laugh sometimes.
I smile and laugh a lot. She's the one who sit here and try to find something to not smile about.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Where is that picture from? Is that from
That is from Tuskegee University.
Who went there? Somebody went there and took
My mom went. My mom actually took that picture.
Oh, okay.
She took that picture and got it printed and framed it.
That's nice.
I'm surprised you just realizing that picture is here.
I knew it was there, but I didn't know what it was of.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, is this something that y'all bought or?
It said Tuskegee. My mom went on a college tour with some of her students, and they went through Alabama and Atlanta, and one of their stops was Tuskegee.
Gotcha. So, Creole, let me ask you, quarantine, COVID, how has this shit been affecting you?
Oh, I finally got to relax.
Hey.
Because anybody who knows me, the end of 2019 was beyond terrible. So, yeah, I definitely needed this peace and this relaxation. So I'm one of those people that's like, I needed this. Everybody else is like, oh, I'm going stir crazy. I can't wait to go back to work, man. Y'all can leave me right here. Right here working in the house. I needed the peace. I needed the relaxation. I needed to not be around people for a while. I'm good. Now, how do I look physically? I mean, the hair's a little rough some days, and I just recently tamed my eyebrows and things like that. But I mean, I've been working out to stay sane and losing weight and different things like that. But other than that, I've pretty much been at peace. Now I have my sister and father been driving me nuts every once in a while. Yeah, but other than that, I'm good.
I hated me.
You hate it? Well, that's because you back working now.
Yeah, I was furloughed from the beginning of April, and I ain't gonna lie, I enjoyed every bit of it. You know what I mean? Not hearing customers complain about this and that. I'm not gonna tell you where I work at, but just know that whenever we get sponsorships and all that, and we can, you know, when we start
what if
making,
they end up one of our sponsors? If that ever happens.
damn. If by any chance the company I work for doesn't sponsor us, then I can tell you where I worked. But until then, I can't.
And I can't tell you where I work either.
But once we get money coming in to where we can leave those jobs and do this full time, then I would disclose the company. I'm leaking all this shit. This is like, what they call it? The wiki file leaks?
WikiLeaks?
WikiLeaks? Yes, I'm leaking shit. You hear me? Straight up. Because the people need to know. Y'all deserve to know the truth. God damn it. But like I said, nah, it's just...
But I mean, before having to go back to work, you were fine. with quarantine?
I mean, my thing is I just miss being able to go places with you. I
Well,
miss
yeah.
us.
Well, I agree. Well, you know how I felt about it. I literally finally got weekends off. Okay, y'all. I've worked weekends ever since I've started working, whether it was working at the Superdome or working in retail or working where I work now. I've always worked weekends. I've always had to take time off in order to go to simple things like weddings and birthday parties, celebrate my birthday, go to brunch occasionally. And finally got promoted to having weekends off. I enjoyed one weekend before I was sent home from work and outside shut down. And I haven't been able to enjoy really having weekends off too much because I was looking forward to brunch. We had finally gotten a reservation to Country Club in May,
Yeah.
which of course got canceled. So, I mean, yeah, that's one of the main sucky parts about all this going on is that, yeah, haven't really been able to enjoy having weekends off yet. So you gonna talk or you gonna take a selfie or?
Man, look, I'm talking, you guys. I don't know what she's trying to prove. I was letting you finish your statement. And yes, I want to take pictures so I can post on the social media.
Okay, but you can't be leaving me with dead air.
I wasn't leaving you dead. I was letting you finish your story.
I finished my story.
You just finished the story.
Oh, my
just
goodness.
finished it. You act like it was dead air for 5 minutes or something.
All right.
I, on the other hand, I just miss us being able to hang out and go places and drink and eat and be good looking couple or whatnot. So that's what I miss. I miss us going places. And now, but it's cool because like I told her, I said, you know what? That's fine. We've been stacking, we've been buying, I've started buying some shoes, cologne, I'm stacking up the wardrobe because when outside opens up again, I'm gonna be fresh and ready to go. So it's all good. I'm not sweating it. But I do miss, I miss being able to just go out and have a good time and all that stuff, But it's all good, like I say. Look, wear your damn mask. Stay your ass inside if you got to, because this shit is real. I have friends that lost people. It's no joke. It's not no hoax. It's just
guy we riding Namtalk with. Our float captain and lieutenant had it.
There you go.
So
I'm saying it's real.
It's very much real.
And the president. That's all I got to say. But let me tell you about these people that's working on this porch. They're some good craftsmen. I don't know their name. I'm gonna get their name because whenever me and Creole get up crib, I need any work done. I am calling them. I'm definitely calling because they do good work.
They definitely trust their work enough to stand on the balcony itself.
Exactly.
And work on it.
Exactly. I mean, standing
on the railing.
On the railing.
They're standing on the railing. Okay, if you don't know, if you've never been to my house, which I mean, many of you haven't clearly. We had a large balcony on the side of the house, and recently had the old one taken down because it had gotten rickety and bad and had holes.
Man, I call
and
that
wood
thing,
was coming off.
That
and we
thing,
just never went out on it.
I call it the Indiana Jones deck of doom. Because you step on that thing. One time her mom had put her lunch kit out there and she was like, oh, could you grab that for me? Now, I'm a big guy and I don't trust. I looked at that deck before and like she said, the wood was, the boards, the actual boards.
I'll put it to you this way.
Were peeling up.
I'll put it to you this way. It had gotten to a point where we thought it was not safe enough to let our dogs onto the balcony. And I'm not talking about big dogs. I have Pekingese. So little tiny dogs, and to the point where we didn't trust letting them out on that balcony anymore.
That's how bad it was.
That's how bad it was.
This thing looked like it was so wood rotted, so dried up.
Oh, the wood was definitely rotted.
Crazy, son. Crazy.
But anyway, so now we have a smaller one, but it's way sturdier than the last one. You can definitely feel it's way sturdier. And so the workers are now putting a covering over it because it's going to be a screened in porch. And they definitely trust their work enough to stand on the railing of the balcony in order to put up the awning.
Right.
So we definitely know it's sturdy.
Definitely. So yeah, like I say, it's COVID is a pain, but we're gonna get through it. Just do what you gotta do. Wash your hands. Put your mask on. Keep your social distance, and just like chill out. Chill
out and enjoy the break. I mean, of course, not everybody's taking a break. You have frontline workers like nurses and doctors and first responders and things like that who still have to work. But
man, shout out to
those of you who don't, just take the break and enjoy the break.
Shout out to my homie Greg. He's a nurse. She did.
My cousin
Krista, Danielle. You heard me? Shout out to all y'all. Brittany. You heard me? All those hospital workers. Shout out to y'all. Y'all stay safe out there. Mask up. You heard me? Mask up. Damn, I wonder, did Future predicted that?
Well, his song is Mask Off.
But I'm just saying, like, did he produce that? He knew that we gonna need to wear a mask. So he's like, we're gonna when it's done, it's said, then we'll be able to mask off.
I mean, I don't want to give Future much credit for anything, but yeah, sure, I guess.
Sorry, y'all. That was a pothead moment. That's when you go a little too deep into something.
Thinking a little too hard.
Too hard. Like you say, we ain't gonna give you that much credit, Future. But you could get the credit if you want to sponsor us, Future.
All the child support he's paying, I don't think he has enough money to sponsor anything right now.
Bro, that's on him. You think we should get a Cash App?
We should get a Cash App and just have people like randomly send us money?
Not random, just donation.
Maybe. We'll talk about it.
Because anyway, we'll talk about it. I'm telling y'all, I'm not playing around. She's Creole this thing. She's like, let me see where it goes. And I'm trying to make this a business. I got a tax ID for the production company that we're gonna put this underneath. I'm not playing. You hear me? Because I do not want to work at this job no more. You understand? I hate this job. I hate it. I hate you. If a job could be a person, it would be, if my job could be any villain, any person that you despise, it would be your boy Big Red off of the 5 Heartbeats. It would be any one of the men from the Tyler Perry movie. You heard me. Any one of those who played the villain. It would be, come on, give me somebody. Give me a villain.
What? It would be Bane?
Nah, not Bane. Give me a villain. Just somebody. Who do you like? Somebody who plays
like super annoying?
No, just hate, like just like somebody who, an actor or actress that's like, man, I really hate, like, you really, they played a villain role and they played it so good that you really like kind of hate them in real life.
Oh, like Yelena from Hit the Floor. Who else? Damn. Now I get what you're saying though.
Yeah. And my job could be any one of those people.
It's Sanaa Lathan from Family That Prays.
There you go. Yes. Yes. Perfect. I want to slap the shit out of her. That's why I wish I could do my job. I wish I could slap the shit out of her. That's how much I hate it. If she was my job, she would get her ass whipped And I hate to say it, I'm sorry, but she would get her ass whipped like Tina Turner.
I just remember going to see that movie and her and I love Sanaa Lathan, but I just remember I could not stand her in that movie. And when she got backhand slapped and went over the counter at the end of the movie, I was celebrating. I made every man in that who was dragged to that movie very uncomfortable because they didn't know if they wanted to react. And I was like,
no, every man had every right to react to that.
Oh my God, I can't stand her.
Every man had every right to react to that. Believe that. No.
But you know they definitely wasn't going to react to that next to their girlfriend. Because they was not trying to have that discussion on the way home.
I forgot. I went to see For Color Girls with a female friend of mine.
I can't make myself watch that movie.
You don't watch it because it's stupid.
Depressing.
It's stupid. I'll sit down, watch that shit, and when old boy threw the kids out the window, she looked at me, and I'm like, you act like I did that. I didn't throw my kids. I don't even got kids.
Like movies like that have some kind of, I don't want to say pull.
Nah, son.
Or like, I don't know. Yeah, I agree. Sometimes some of the movies make women hate men that do absolutely none of the things in those movies.
Just
like you say, she just looked at you like you the
she
one
just looked at me like I did.
Threw the kids out the window. It's like, okay, I don't have PTSD. I'm not former military. I'm not home. Like I'm not jobless. I'm not even dating you.
Right.
Why are you looking at me like this? Like why are you looking at me like you despise me?
Exactly. So I'm like, nope. Don't watch it, fellas. Do not watch For Color Girls. Then, bruh, so let me tell you. So then, I don't know if y'all did see this thing, but the part that tripped me out is the story where they had this woman. She was a dancer, a school dance teacher. Or she taught dance, right? Met this guy, handsome guy, looked well put together. She like, yeah, we could go out. You come to my house, I'll cook you dinner. So she like, yeah, you come to my house, I'll cook you dinner. All right, so he goes over there, they have dinner. So she cleaning up and stuff, and the camera turns to her in the kitchen and turns to him standing up. Next thing you know, this dude is butt ass naked in the kitchen. And he rapes her. And then rolled out. He's been known for doing that shit. Well, he raped the wrong hoe one time because then he had got stabbed up and he got killed. And so she had to go, she went to identify him as if this was the guy who raped her. And sure enough, it was his ass. But how you do that? How you just had dinner and you just butt nigga in this woman's kitchen and you rape her? I said, you a brave somebody. You a brave motherfucker. That's all I got.
That's a lot of planning going into that.
Yeah,
but I mean, I guess that's what makes you a serial rapist then.
I'm gonna wait till she.
That's a lot.
You know,
that's why I never watched the movie because I heard it was just so much
don't
traumatizing.
You ever watch it because you're going to tweet. You're gonna have a Twitter storm.
I probably will.
You're gonna have a Twitter storm.
Okay, I'm just gonna warn you guys. If you do follow me on Twitter, I will go 3-4 days without tweeting. Or even a couple weeks without tweeting, and then I'll just randomly just pop up with like a 10 tweet rant about something that kind of boiled over the weeks, and I'm just like, okay, I gotta get this off my chest, and I just go in. I'm
terrible with tweeting. I'm trying to get into it. It's hard for me. I'm gonna try it though. I'm gonna try to be better with the tweet.
I was very active on Twitter. Okay, I'll be honest with you guys. I'm not per se late to the party on a lot of things, but I'm the type of person where I don't like jumping on bandwagons. So it took a minute for my friends to convince me to get on Twitter, and mostly because some of the people I was hanging with, they were on Twitter, they were addicted to it, and the things they tweeted were stupid. And so I was like, I don't want to be on this if this is what Twitter is. But I don't want to, and it was fun, like going back and forth with friends and things like that. And then it kind of fell off because it got stupid again. And then I stopped tweeting for probably a couple years. And then Retro convinced me to start tweeting again.
I convinced you?
You did.
Why would I do that? I must have been tripping.
Oh, now you don't like me tweeting?
No, whoever helps you express your feelings and your thoughts, I'm all for it. I am down for it. But
okay, so I know we were gonna possibly do some celebrity news, but since we're already talking about Tyler Perry movies and things like that, why?
Come on, just say it.
You know what I'm about to say.
Yeah, say
How
it.
does somebody who owns their own studio make such terrible movies?
Mm-hmm. It's like asking how Popeyes sell so much chicken and still get your order wrong.
Oh, well, we know how that happens. That's completely different. Like, I'm not... Okay, I guess my beef is you do have your own studio. And you could be doing amazing things.
Right.
You could be employing a lot of talented people.
Right.
So there's no way you have a studio in Atlanta where they have the Browner Brothers hair show. And all of these people that didn't move to Atlanta to be like wig makers and things like that. And your wigs in your movies look as bad as they do.
They look like they're from Party City.
They look worse than part. They look like they come from that website you ordered my wigs from for $14.
Shout out to CC Wigs for ripping me off. You heard me? Y'all don't buy no kind of wigs from that damn website. It's bullshit.
It's definitely a case of what I ordered versus what I got.
Huh.
But anyway, like I was saying, but I mean, yes, he gives black actors a chance and things like that. But then he doesn't push them to be good actors.
You don't invest for them to grow. And I think it's
He's
because
just trying to knock movies out. Because somebody was telling me that Fall from Grace was filmed in 5 days.
wow.
Like, he was like, oh yeah, because I have my own studio, I'm able to like, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I heard that he was like bragging that it was shot in just 5 days. So but it's like, why rush it? And then here it is, your movie's getting ragged because the wigs are terrible.
Right.
The movie's terrible. The acting's terrible. The premise is terrible. Extra got caught in the background in the diner scene eating and drinking nothing. Yes, if you go and watch it, there's a older white guy in the background, and he's takes a sip from a cup that has absolutely nothing in it, not even ice. And he picks up a fork with no food on it and puts it in his mouth.
Damn. Maybe there was some type of acting metaphor or technique. I don't know. I don't know why he didn't have no food. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not trying to bash Tyler Perry, but he can be so much better if y'all require him to be better. True.
And I feel like he gets a pass because, oh, he's Tyler Perry and he's like employing all of these black people and he's like cranking out black movies, and I get it. Like, I get that point of it. But at some point we also have to start requiring quality of people. And at one point when we had Oscars so white, I understood, yes, there were actors that did probably deserve to be nominated and they weren't that year. But you also had delusional people who were like, yeah, Tyler Perry movies should have been nominated for an Oscar. Let's not go that far. Please, let's not go that far. There is not one Tyler Perry movie that I can say in my mind, I was like, oh yeah, it definitely should have been Oscar nominated. No. The acting was A1 and the wigs were amazing. Never. Never.
My Daddy's Girl.
There's some good ones. No.
You don't like Daddy's Girl?
I didn't say I didn't like the Daddy's Girls. It's not Oscar worthy.
Oh. Sorry, Tyler. I tried.
It's not Oscar worthy. I'm sorry. And I think having Ava DuVernay come around and like Shonda Rhimes come around and them getting nominated for Emmys and Oscars and things like that for their work and their directing and their writing and things like that proves that it's not a black thing anymore. It's a quality thing. Because if you haven't looked at the nominee list this year for the primetime Emmys, a lot of black faces, a lot of black talent. Issa Rae, Yvonne Orji, and different people like that. Insecure, Blackish being nominated, Zendaya for Euphoria, and things like that. So they definitely are not overlooking black people, especially this year. Now, granted, maybe because of everything that's going on, they may have been like, hey, we definitely have to make sure we nominate some black people.
Better.
I mean, that's fine. But
Better.
I'm saying it should be living proof that Tyler Perry not being nominated for things, it has nothing to do with him being black at this point.
I agree.
Because Mahershala Ali has 2 Oscars that he won he won 2 Oscars in 3 years, 2 Oscars in 2 years.
That's from
Because he won for Moonlight. He won supporting for Moonlight, and he won supporting for Green Book.
Green Book, yeah.
And then Moonlight won Best Picture. So
didn't somebody announce it wrong?
It was what old dirt actor they asked to was it Martin Sheen?
No. It wasn't Clint Eastwood?
No. I don't think it was him. I think it was like Martin Sheen. And they gave him the wrong envelope because the people from the agency, the accounting agency, were in the back texting and stuff and not paying attention to the envelope they gave him. And they gave him the envelope for the previous category for Best Director.
Mm-hmm.
And so he announced the wrong movie, and it actually was Moonlight.
Terrible. That's Hollywood for you.
But I'm just saying, can we please look? I want Tyler Perry to succeed just like the rest of you. But can we please start requiring quality from him, please? What are you doing over there?
Just trying to figure something out. Just leave me alone. So, well, like I said, we in celebrity news. What's it? I don't really keep up with celebrity stuff. Creole mostly.
But do we want to really talk about Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez, or do we want to talk about?
It doesn't matter.
Chris Brown no longer following his baby mama.
It doesn't matter.
What do you want to chime in on?
I'm gonna chime in on all of it. I don't know what's going on though.
What you think is more appealing to you? What do you care about?
I don't care about none of these motherfuckers.
I know you don't, but I'm
we
saying.
in their circle. Look, man. Shout out to Tory Lanez. I don't know why he did the Della Reese thing. Shot old girl in the foot. We don't know. Megan Thee Stallion. If you'd like to call in or hit us up and converse with Creole and myself.
Already had. Well, okay, so she did a Facebook Live.
But did she really talk about what happened?
Well, no, she didn't tell the story. And I mean, it could be one or two reasons. I mean, she said she's not ready to talk about it. Also,
she waiting for a movie
LAPD may not want her to discuss the case yet.
She waiting for a movie deal, y'all.
But it's just...
I ain't no fool.
I think why everyone keeps... And we had this discussion. I think the reason why everybody's like, oh... Well, why hasn't she said what happened, and why they not saying what happened, and why hasn't Tory been charged with, well, attempted murder probably very extreme, saying that she got hit in the foot. But it's probably going to be like negligent.
You try to blow my motherfucking foot off?
But anyway.
Left me for dead.
But at this point, he's only been charged for the gun possession.
Right, that's it. Nothing else. And
there's been rumors that the reason why the case is going so slow is because that Megan and her friend are not cooperating with the cops, which makes you kind of wonder if is there something on her end that went wrong that she doesn't want to say.
She might be like, I don't want to get him in trouble.
I don't want to get him in trouble and things like it could be that too. But she hasn't explained anything. Bits and pieces are coming out. There's this person who's like, oh, they got into it because he was fooling around with Kylie too much at her house and he got into it. Some people were saying she was beating on him and he shot at her foot.
What, did there a couple? There was an item or something?
Well, that's the thing. Everybody thinks they're just friends, but some people are like, oh, I'm pretty sure they're a couple. Like I said, we don't know anything. Like, everything is a rumor, and I heard, and I think I saw, and this person, and her bodyguard and her producer, like, subtweeting Tory Lanez and things like that. Her bodyguard's like, oh, well, I wasn't there. Yeah, you wasn't there to protect her. That's on you. Like, so why are you tweeting on this situation? Because clearly you weren't there.
I heard that she got mad because she asked Tory Lanez to eat the butt, and Tory Lanez was like, I don't do that.
And you know what? The shade room might run with that.
Yeah.
Because we don't know if that's true. So but at this point, this is exactly what the information that's been leaking out of this has been sounding like.
Tory Lanez say, I don't eat crack. That's whack. You heard me? Shout out to Quarantine Radio. We miss you, Tory. Come back with it. You heard me?
But like we just don't know, and it's like all these bits and pieces, and then she's getting frustrated because everybody is cracking jokes about it and comparing it to the scene in Harlem Nights. Which, if we find out that's what happened, I'm sorry, you just gonna have to let them jokes roll. Like if you really was beating up on him and he shot you in the foot to get you off of him, yeah, you might just have to let them jokes roll, Megan. I'm sorry, but you know, it's like all these bits and pieces and subtweeting and subliminal messages and, you know, subtle messages and things like that. We're going to eventually find out. But, I mean, there's been many other cases that if they were a couple and he just randomly shot her or something like that, yeah, I guess we can call it a case of domestic violence. But there's been so many other domestic violence cases that we've, like, gotten so much information out about it in such a little time.
Right.
Like Chris Brown and Rihanna's incident happened on Saturday, man. The next Saturday, he's like in court bleeding, no contest. And we had then seen the picture of Rihanna's bruises. We had gotten the whole story. We found out it was them because at first they didn't say it was them. We found out it was them. They pulled out of the Grammys. We saw Rihanna's photos from when she went to report it. Chris Brown had turned himself in, made a court appearance, pled no contest, was given probation, and all this stuff in like a matter of a month. We had all that information. Ray Rice. We had the video. Well, we didn't get the video of the incident until like a year later.
Oh my gosh, son.
But we knew about it. We knew about it, and the NFL like blew it back. I was like, oh, we saw the video. All of a sudden, we're going to suspend him. It's like, what did you think knocking out your wife looked like? Like, why does the video all of a sudden make it bad?
Let me tell you something. I don't know if I ever saw that video, but bro, that video, OMG, he hit that thing.
Bro, that's not funny.
It is funny. I'm sorry. It's funny. Because you know what? Why did he hit her? She had to provoke the man.
No.
So he just hit her for no reason?
Yeah.
Lies.
Well, at least from what the video showed. But my thing is, he didn't get suspended until a year after the incident.
Yeah, I understand
because
that.
they had asked him about it. He said, yeah, I hit my wife. I knocked her unconscious and like admitted the whole thing. Then a year later, the video comes out, and then it's like, oh, now we're going to suspend him. It's like, what did you think knocking your wife unconscious?
It's one thing. Like? Look, it's one thing saying that you did something, but when you actually see it being done, then it takes it to a whole nother.
Like, whoa.
It takes it to a whole nother light. But once again, what I'm saying is he ain't just knock out for no reason. She would probably say she pushed that man button.
But
something.
you still don't knock her out.
I understand. Look, I don't believe putting your hands on women, but y'all women gotta understand that there's only so much a man can take. and she pushed that threshold and got that ass knocked out. Now, it's not right to hit a woman, but I'm sorry. That video is funny because you wouldn't think
It's not funny.
It's funny because you would not think this shit happens in real life because it looked like something off of a movie. But he clocked that ass.
It did look pretty unreal.
And then he picked her up.
He just dragged her like a rag doll.
Like it was nothing. You heard me?
Like he didn't even scoop her up.
Like she was a sex doll, just dragging her. I'm like, cold. But look.
But we knew about that. We knew about Evelyn Lozada and Ocho Cinco. Like, we knew about that in, like, no time. And I think that's why with the whole Megan and Tory thing, it was like all these bits and pieces. Because then it was like, oh, Tory gets arrested for... Because first it was, Tory and Megan was at Kylie Jenner's house on Facebook Live. Okay, cool. Tory Lanez gets arrested for gun possession. Okay, cool. Well, Megan Thee Stallion went to the hospital because she hurt her foot. She hurt her foot? What?
Stuff on her toe.
Yeah, she just injured her foot.
Then said,
What?
ow.
Okay, fine. Oh, now they're saying Megan got shot in the foot. Well, did the police shoot her in the foot? Like, what is going? Like, they were releasing bits and pieces. Well, she got shot in the foot. Well, damn. Okay. Well, there's some video of her limping and stuff like that. Okay. Then they're saying, oh, well, her producer tweeted, watch it back, Tory. Man. And then he quickly deleted it. So it's like, okay, well, did he shoot her? And blah, blah, blah. But y'all subtweeting and deleting the tweets, and nobody's really saying anything. And a bunch of people who weren't even there from Megan's camp is like talking about it more than it's all a mess. And it's making, the less you tell people, the more curious they are. Man. And by just releasing like bits and pieces of this whole thing is making people more curious until it comes out.
At the end of the day, it all sounds like an entanglement to me.
Oh, Lord Jesus Christ. Can we not use that word?
Look, man, we're in the month of August.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Let's go ahead and end this podcast by shout my boy August Hasina. Bruh, let me tell you something. If you listen to August, you know, whew, you came back with the song. Ross blessed the track with you. I love it. I think it was clever. You get my kudos, August. Holding down Entanglement 2020.
Tory getting celebrated for being a typical New Orleans dude and just like bragging on who he smashed.
You said Tory.
I mean, not Tory. August. I'm sorry. We were just talking about Tory.
The man said, if God took his hand and swiped me from this earth, I would be happy doing that. I loved a woman as much as I loved.
But I mean, what man would not be happy that they got to smash their celebrity crush?
Jada? Shoot.
You be happy and bragging too if you got to smash Paula Patton.
There you go, man. Paula Patton.
You said it.
You know who my crush is?
Oh.
Old girl from Thor.
Tessa Thompson?
Yep, and that's the one who we toured that was with Janelle Monáe.
Janelle Monáe?
Yeah.
I'm about to say, because Tessa Thompson don't even swing your way.
Let me tell you something. I don't believe all that shit in Hollywood. Oh, so she's officially gay. She don't talk to... No, man.
That's what I think she said, yeah.
She ain't met the right brother yet.
Y'all always think that.
It's be the truth.
Whatever.
Whatever.
I know. I probably wouldn't brag. It would be my own little personal secret.
What?
If I got to fool around my celebrity crushes, it would definitely be a secret. It would definitely be something like, yeah, my own little thing. I might brag about it to my daughter when she's like in her 20s. Yeah, your mom was out here wilding, but you know. Mm-hmm.
Your mama wasn't wilding shit. She lucked up and smashed that nigga. That's it. Ain't no wilding. lucked up, so happened to be at the same place at the same time. Wild as shit.
Well, I just want to tell you, me and your dad was on a break.
But a break I ain't know about, obviously.
Well, your dad said I can use my hall pass.
I never said such a thing. I ain't even make a fucking hard pass for her. You see what I mean, bro? This is the shit right here. This the shit. This is the shit where people be like, "Oh, y'all been together so long," and she be like, "I'm just waiting for him to get the ring." This is why the ring be. She be pushing her ring date back. She just don't realize
I do not.
She be pushing the ring dates back.
I do not.
When things be good, I'm like, you know what? Yeah. And then she'll flip out on me or something. Then I'm like, let me push this shit back. Now she talk about this hall pass shit. I'm gonna have to push it back.
Why I don't get a hall pass and you do?
I don't want no hall pass. I never asked for a hall pass.
So if Tessa Thompson walked up to you, grabbed your hand, be like, "Here's my room key."
What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go in there and watch her bump cats with somebody else?
What if she want you?
Nah, I doubt that, play girl. I don't doubt that.
What if she say, "Hey, come hang with me and Janelle up in my room"?
Oh, I'm going to watch that.
Exactly.
I'm going to watch. I'm not going to partake.
Boy, you partaking.
I ain't.
You not?
No, I'm a
You get invited, you're not going to partake?
No.
Lies.
I just stuck the toe in to see what the water was like.
You're so stupid. You definitely hopping. You diving.
No. But anyway, you guys and girls, this is the end of the podcast. But yet, I thank you all for listening, tuning in, subscribing. They should be able to subscribe to Google, Apple, whatever. Still working on which hosting service I want to go with to put us out there. But like I said, look forward to more content. Eventually,
we'll have a little better format.
Why not? I think the format. I think we did good though. To be honest. In the beginning, because like I said, in the beginning we introducing ourselves, but once we start talking about the topics and stuff, yeah, it was rolling, and I can't wait to get some guests up in here. Once we upgrade the equipment and get 2 more mics and whatnot. Oh, we're gonna have some people for you. Like I said, it's gonna get nice, it's gonna get spicy, it's gonna get nice. But look, as I said, anybody want to sponsor us, reach out to us. We do have a Facebook page. It's called Creole and Retro. Follow us there. You can follow that page. We will. And like I say, I'm shooting.
We haven't started posting to it yet, but we will.
Right. We're gonna start now since we're doing the podcast and everything. So you can look for upcoming possible topics. Like we said, we're going to do polls, voting. We really want y'all to be interacting with us and to be able to give your feedback back and vice versa.
Because we don't want it to just be about us.
No, we want to be about.
We want to include you guys in on a lot of our discussions.
Exactly. So like I said, it's a humbling start. It's a baby step. I say it's a great experience. I've been waiting to do this.
And I miss doing radio.
She missed doing radio. I'm getting to do something I enjoy with a wonderful person that I love and care about.
Oh,
so I look forward to, continue doing this and, letting you guys into our lives and hopefully y'all let us into yours. And like I say, I really want this to grow to something amazing. And I know that we won't be able to do that without your guys' support, without you guys subscribing, without you guys listening and spreading the word. Because like I say, whatever you want us to talk about, give us topics. We'll talk about it. We'll research it. We'll whatever. I mean...
And let everybody know that New Orleans has a podcast.
That's right, babe. Now, let them know that we are the podcast for New Orleans. We are the beacon light of the podcast for New Orleans. That's the staple that we're going with.
Our goal is to be your local podcast.
Exactly. Be your local podcast.
Or if you're listening from somewhere else, hopefully we can be your window into New Orleans.
Come on now. Come on now, Shay. What you talking about right there? But yeah. So until next time, we love y'all. Like I say, I told her we gotta come over like an ending. I'm gonna tell you something.
We gonna figure something out.
gonna figure something out. But y'all take care. This is your boy Retro.